Welcome back to Nintendo K channel. I am Danny.
Evelyn.
And today we're actually back with another Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze coverage, and we really found some really hidden gems or hidden Easter eggs that are scattered throughout the world of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. It's a really fun game. Evelyn and I, we really had a fantastic, amazing time with the music, the design, the gameplay. It's just outstanding. But of course, Evelyn pointed out a lot of things throughout the worlds that we went through.
I mean, there's so many hidden gems that you might missed it, and then there was that Easter egg that they actually put into the game, and you might miss it because the game is so beautiful that you're so into playing the game. You forget to look at all the stuff like right behind the background or listen to the music. The music is phenomenal, and while Danny's playing it, I'm like, oh wow, look at that!
Yep.
And we just point out many of them. But today we're gonna show you our top 5.
Our favorites that we picked throughout the world of Donkey Kong Country. But in the comments down below, leave me down below what are your favorite Easter eggs or secrets that you discovered playing this amazing game. I'm really interested to hear. If you enjoyed this episode, as you're watching this, smash that like button, subscribe to Nintendo K, that's always appreciative. Alright, so we're gonna start with our number 5. So our first number 5 Easter egg that we thought was pretty amazing, and we could discover it right away as you traversing through the first world and you go into Funky's Fly and Buy Shop, or Funky Shop, that's how we call it.
Right.
I mean, obviously you look in there, nothing too crazy. I mean, a couple of the same items that, you know, if you transverse throughout the world of Donkey Kong Country, you've seen before, the balloon, you got squawks on the left side there. But one cool thing about it, of course, you can buy life, you can buy a potion, you can buy extra lives, and then you can also have squawks showing you all the puzzle pieces. But what's neat, if you go to the shield here and the behind the scenes, you look on what Funky Kong is actually saying. Vehicle troubles, it's dangerous to go alone, take one of these. So that is a really neat reference.
And then this is what, when he read it, then he just went like, oh my goodness, look at this. And I'm like, what? Look what they say. It says it's dangerous to go alone, take one of these. What do you guys think? Danny was surprised and happy to see that. I mean, he's a very big Legend of Zelda fan, so this is really funny to see that in this game.
It's a reference to the original first Zelda game, The Legend of Zelda for the Nintendo Entertainment System, a true classic. And I played that a lot when I was a kid, going to the caves and going to the old man, and he literally gives you a sword to go into your adventure out in the wild. So pretty amazing to see that little reference in a Donkey Kong Country game especially.
Really nice.
So we're gonna move on to number 4, and this is a really neat one. This is actually toward the end of the game, and we're gonna move to World 6-3 Aqueduct Assault, one of my favorites. I love the music in this this level. So this is gonna pretty much go toward the end of the level, and you're gonna see in a second. So the Easter egg for this one is actually really well, like, it's not really hidden, but if you have to take notice of it.
This game is not a you know, it is you get into when you're playing, like I say, especially levels like this, especially World 6, it gets a little bit hard. But Danny and I finally found something really cool.
I'm wearing the shirt itself. You look in the background, right on the right side, right behind the barrel on the right side, is actually Donkey Kong Classic Arcade Donkey Kong, holding the Nintendo Wii U gamepad. So if you guys don't know, this game was originally released on Nintendo Wii U, that's been ported over to Nintendo Switch, so you can see why he's holding the Wii U gamepad. Really cool. I love that reference, and the arcade version is definitely up my alley. I played that so much in the back in the day.
You love it. Look,
I'm representing right now. This is Donkey Kong Arcade right there. So the next Easter egg that is our favorite is number 3, and this is actually in World 1-3 Canopy Chaos. You're going inside, and it's gonna take a bit. You have to play through the level, but once you reach toward the end, it's gonna be really cool, and you're gonna open up your ears and listen to this one here. So once you go through all the entire stage, and you actually have to kind of knock this box out, actually not barrel, and then you go up this platform. It's really cool. You bypass the barrel to end the level, but you actually go upper level, and you see this.
So are you guys ready? You guys have to blast the volume when you get to this point.
So let's see if you guys could kind of figure out what music is that. I'll leave it to you guys. So remember, put it down in the comments what music you think it's from. But I certainly I had a blast. I was so giddy. So you can do a pound on the ground. Hear that? Classic. I'll just leave it at that. Classic. But it's a Donkey Kong song. But let me know what song this game is from, and down in the comments. getting my groove on.
I love this song.
Evelyn loves it, yes.
It's my childhood. I played this like no tomorrow.
Yep. Now we move on to number 2, and this is going to get even better. And of course, this is a little more of a modern generation of gaming, and you guys will recognize it. And you go to 11 Mangrove Cove. So right in the beginning, obviously the normal thing to do is go forward.
You just play it forward. I mean, without looking everything else around it or behind you, right?
Yeah. So the key thing is to go backwards and see what you have missed, and you actually go into the plane that Donkey Kong and Cranky Kong this time around got came out of the airplane crashing down. But what's cool is you see this TV in the background, and of course you want to get that balloon, get you a free life, right? You want to start with 99 lives. But when you do a pounding on the ground, you'll notice that these TV will actually turn on. And now listen, pump that volume up, guys. You can hear a classic tune from Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Nintendo Wii. Yes. So this is a classic game for that system, but you listen to it, it's the intro song to the theme song for the title screen for that game. If you notice it carefully, right, I'm crouching with Donkey Kong right now. The one I'm crouching on top of the TV on top is actually the Japanese logo for the game. And then of course this one here we're all familiar on this side of the world is the North American cover art. So pretty cool. And you can hear...
This is actually Danny found it, because I just went in and got my balloon and I just left, but then he was just jumping back in the Grandpa and he said, look at this. I'm like, oh wow, it's so cool. So when you go back in Grandpa again, it turns back the TV, like it turns off, right?
It turns off right there. So you literally, it goes back to the normal theme again, back to the action. So you know you can turn it on and turn it off. Look at that, it's pretty neat. All right, so we're gonna move on to the last and final one, our absolute favorite. So we're here with number 1, our absolute favorite. These are really cool idle animations for the characters. So obviously we have Cranky Kong and Donkey Kong in funky mode. You literally have to be in funky mode, and you're gonna see something really cool that you guys will notice right away. And he's gonna whip it out in a second. But
let's see.
Look at that. You have Donkey Kong.
Oh, he's sharing the Joy-Con, but he doesn't want to take it.
He doesn't want to take
it.
He's really cranky. Look at it.
He's ready to read a newspaper, guys.
He's whacking with a newspaper. Cool. It is so cool. I love these animations. But you guys are wondering, there's actually different animation for different Kong family joining with Donkey Kong. So we actually have here is Donkey and Diddy Kong on together. They're gonna have a different animation. All right, so there we go. The Donkey with the Diddy Kong.
So Diddy Kong does play with him with the Joy-Con. Look at his eyes.
Look at that, it's like teasing the Donkey Kong there. That is really cool. So if you guys are wondering, the idle animation means that you will leave your character there without touching the controller for a bit. Leave it there standing, and then you'll see these animations come up. So that's what the idle animation really means. So we're gonna go on to the next one and see what they do.
I know, this is fun.
All right, now we're with Dixie Kong, one of my favorite girls of all time in gaming, with Donkey Kong.
Look.
There you go. Oh, okay.
Oh, she took the 2 Joy-Cons.
Dixie Kong
Let's go, girl power. Look at that. He's like.
Look at that. Oh man, obviously the girl gets the fun, right?
Well, that's the right way.
So we're actually at our final one that we're going to show you guys. This is with Donkey Kong with Dixie Kong, again with my favorite girl in the game. What's neat is if you go into the original mode, not funky mode, you're going to see a little different animation. I was really surprised what he pulls out of his sleeves. It's pretty neat. Alright, so this is it. Now Donkey Kong pulled out his Nintendo 3DS XL.
Yes,
look at
that,
cool.
Nintendo Switch. But this is really cool that they had something different from it, right?
So definitely, guys, check out all the animations there. This is just one of the variations there with with Dixie Kong. To try with the other Kong part of the family and see what you like. Which you like. Leave me down below in the comments what you thought of our top 5 Easter eggs in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze for Nintendo Switch. We had a blast playing in it, and I'm sure Evelyn really enjoyed it as well. Yeah, so Donkey Kong scratching himself. He deserves that. He did the hard work, and firstly, this game is phenomenal. Definitely do get this game. I really recommend it. So if you enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to Nintendo K. That's always helpful. And Evelyn and I will catch you again in the next episode.